So I guess my role as an educational designer is relatively new, and how neoliberalism affects it is that there is lots of, I guess, negativity when I work with academics. So, you know, the normal things like time and workload pressures and the identity, and I could go to town on those sort of things, but I think what I do to help them along is I work very closely with them, and I become personal with them in the sense that I recognise those factors, and I'm very good at trying to make sure they feel safe in the work that they do with me. So it's not about kind of, okay, you have pressures, I understand that, but we need to get a job done, and so therefore I kind of try and encourage them to get on with the positiveness of it all. You know, how can we're here for student teachers. We're here for teachers, as teachers, to be positive with our students and make sure they learn something. And we're all passionate about that learning. So therefore, that's how I work with them in this very crazy, sometimes, world that they're constantly in.
So in my current role as a course coordinator of a reasonably large course, there's a lot of admin, there's a lot of ticking boxes, there's a lot of pressure, I guess, from the top down to create an environment where the students want to stay at the university and feel engaged. Along with that is the pressures to keep bums on seats. So there's this real pressure between wanting to be this exciting educator and also knowing you are bound by rules and policies and number crunching all the time. So sometimes that can get a little bit difficult. There's also lots of redundancies and changes and change plans and things like that that can really weigh you down in terms of admin work. But ultimately, we're there for the students, and I still have a passion for the students, and therefore that keeps me going. That it would be a very difficult workplace, but I really, really enjoy working with the students and trying to help achieve their goals and their dreams. So that's what keeps me focused, despite all the other things that's happening around the university.
I think that's really good, because I would really agree with you with your how you deal with it. At the end of the day, it comes down to you still want to see people become teachers in the area they're interested in, and that passion that you have kind of keeps you going, helps you ride that wave, doesn't it? I think, and that's commitment, and that passion's still there, and that helps see you through all the pressure from the numbers and the targets, just the focus on counting, not content, I guess. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you still have that commitment, and you still, when you see someone graduate as a teacher and you think, yep, a little bit to do with that, and they've gone on to follow their dream, and that always far outweighs any of the negativity, then yeah.
How has the course or the capability of sitting in a room with others helped you through the issues of neoliberalism in a university setting?
So first off, the thing I realised was that we're all in the same boat. That was the first thing that came to mind, that I wasn't alone. And I thought, wow, there must be something in this, because everybody's saying the same thing. But even that, just having the space to debrief every time we meet helps me to cope. I guess that we're introduced to all these readings, and as hard as they are to read sometimes, they actually reflect what we're thinking in an academic way, so we know that someone else has gone through it as well. And just I love that we can all talk about it, share strategies, share wins. Even like recently, one of our colleagues shared a victory he had in his workplace, and I really felt, I thought, that's brilliant, you know.
It made you feel good, didn't it? Like it made you feel like all that, what we've been talking about, had a positive spin, and hopefully we've all been there to support all that negativity that he had and make it very positive for him, that we all like, woohoo, yay, you finally got what you for.
And even
I was cheering. And cheering. Yay, go.
I know, I read his message at work and went, oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. And when you hear, like, there is a lot of negativity in the workplace, but I'm able to go back and go, do you know what? I read this thing, or somebody else said this, and it kind of lifts the pressure or lifts that cloud for somebody else. So, that's what I think.
And Loretta, for me, one of the things was I remember very clearly when I was struggling with work issues, when I was in the corporate sector and struggling with that. And you were so excited for me when I finally got the job where I am now, that it was like, oh my God, people appreciate me, that I'm not just this person in the classroom that is just a number or just a figure in a class. I'm actually, there's a belonging to the group, I think. And now that we've had more than 2 semesters, we've really solidified, and like even having, the technology that enables us to sort of communicate outside of class is such an advantage, I think. And it means that we're not alone moving forward into the next phase of this doctoral process.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I think that it's been really important to not feel like you're just going to class on Saturday. You're going to see your mates and your friends and, people who understand you and people who get what you're going through, and, even the struggle of trying to do the readings before next Saturday, trying to get things uploaded on the wiki and all that, all the struggles that we have. But it is a place where everyone comes together, and we've become a really cohesive group. And I guess that was a little bit unexpected for me. It was a really pleasant surprise.
And I think because we're a small group, it's a positive group. Like, I think if we were a bigger group, it wouldn't have been as cohesive. So it's good that we're small enough that we can feel comfortable, as you were saying before, Rosie, that we're comfortable in talking about the struggles that we have and knowing that it stays within those 4 walls.
Yeah.